This is a brief instructional video on how to name documents for uploading into a common data environment or FTP Dropbox type arrangement. The file name comprises of 8 to 9 containers providing specific pieces of information that come in a certain order in order to comply with the convention. That order is the project, the originator, the zone or volume, the level, the document type, the role of the originator, the unique document number produced by the originator, and one of the most important ones, a short description or name of the document. And then finally, a revision convention that goes in here. The project field is a 3 or 4 character field that comprises of letters or numbers. I try to keep things to 3. So on this one, for a project that we've called St Paul's Way, we've used STP. The originator, again, a 3 character code. If the originator is known as another consultancy, then we would use ANO. But I can stress that 3 or 4 numbers or letters can be used. These 2 fields need to be agreed in advance so that they remain constant with every team member. Container 3 is the zone or volume container, and for this specific project, 00 is for the site, i.e. everything outside the buildings but within the boundary. 01 is the residential areas of this project, and 02 are the community facilities. ZZ is where a drawing or a document relates to specifically more than one zone, and XX is where a document does not relate to a zone. Level codes for the levels of the building. A section or an elevation would have ZZ for multiple levels. 00 for ground floor, 01 for first floor, 02, 03, 04 and so on. And then up on roof level, then that would be RF. If a document does not relate to a level, then it will be XX. Container 5 is the file type, whether it be an agenda, meeting minutes, a method statement. Each of those has a code as determined by the British Standard. So if I was putting in a notification for a request for information, then that would be RI. The role of the originator of the document is the next code, and again there is a letter against each one, architect being A, MEP being M, Q for quantity surveyor, W for contractor, X for subcontractor, and Y for specialist designer. Containers 7, 8 and 9. The document number is the unique document number raised by the originator to suit their numbering system. If it was an architect, they would have specific numbering systems, and that would go in container 7. The document name goes in container 8, and that needs to be a very brief but explicit description of what the document is, because that is the quickest way to identify the document on a common data environment for anybody, and the easiest one for people to use on site. And then the revision number, whilst not used in the file name if uploading to a common data environment, may be printed on the document, and we would follow the convention of preliminary information being revision P1 through to PN, and construction information C1 through to CN. So in summary, having gone through each of those containers, the project, STP, an architect, the zone, on this one is external works or external on the site, the level is ground floor at 0, 0, it's a drawing by the architect, a unique number produced by the architect, and then a description of what the drawing is, a site plan. And then at this area here, then the revision would be self-generated by the common data environment or placed within the PDF itself or DWG. And that's the explanation concluded.